Hi friends, so today I'm gonna go to this Vamron show and I'm here with my girl Nikki. She's literally the best makeup artist in the world.
I'm so excited to have the most beautiful canvas to show you this look on.
So we're gonna do kind of a very natural look since it's for the show. We want it to be very street style and cool and
kind of be the perfect no makeup.
Yeah.
So I always think when you're doing kind of a no makeup look, the skin is key. So I'm prepping now using a La Mer lifting and firming mask to give the skin a little bit of extra TLC. And the great thing about this mask, tender loving care.
No.
I've never heard that one. Is that an English thing?
I've never heard that. That's so cute.
And you don't have to wash this one off. You can just massage it in, which I love. And face massage is life. Just really helps to get blood circulation going, and really helps to plump up the skin. It looks super gorgeous. I'm going to add a little bit of this bronzing tint now. And this is such a good trick to achieving like super kind of sheer bronzed, very natural looking skin. And literally just applying it like everywhere the sun would hit.
You gave me this product and I love it. I use it every day.
It's really good for like anti-redness, good for your skin. So easy to use as well, isn't it?
And it looks so natural. Yeah. It looks like it's your skin, and it gives you a slight glow.
The foundation I'm using is a D&G one called Perfect Reveal Lift, which just really looks beautiful and like skin when it's on. But also kind of evens out skin tone, gives a little bit of coverage. Not that you need much coverage with your perfect skin.
Sometimes.
We're women, it's not always perfect. It's only sometimes.
True.
Just using a little bit of Power Fabric Concealer by Armani because the texture is really light and natural. And I'm working from the back of my hand rather than putting it directly on your skin, just because that way you can see exactly how much product you're applying and you don't need to overload the skin. So actually I'm not taking this too close to the lash line, because you really only want to remove the darkness from this area rather than from kind of this area, because actually I think it can be quite flattering when it's here. Now for a little bit of blush, I'm using the Ilia Colour Haze pigment in the shade Before Today, and just a finger to really press it onto the skin, because then you can kind of melt it into your base so that it looks really kind of lived in and natural. This is by Terry's Hyaluronic Hydra Powder, which is so beautiful, and I'm just using this in the centre of the face. It's so lightweight and natural, just where we don't want to be too kind of glowy and shiny.
Yeah, I don't really like powder, but it's very important to put it like right there.
Just there,
you know, because that's where the picture hits, and like, you know, you get all the.
That's where it kind of reflects the light.
Yeah, that's so pretty.
And now I'm going to move on to eyes, and this is a NARS Shadow Primer. It's just going all over the lids. It looks very natural, this, and it's more just to kind of create a really even base and hold on what we put on top. You don't really get any colour from this, it just more evens out the tone and the texture of the lids. So to sculpt these eyes, I'm using a Surratt Beauty lid lacquer in the shade Komuji. And this brush is a really great one. This is a Fenty Beauty brush, but because it's synthetic, it's great to use with cream products like this. And I'm literally just going over Elsa's beautiful sockets. You literally have the best eyes. They suit every kind of makeup.
Oh, thank you, baby.
And I just want to really wing out this shape a little bit, just to really subtly kind of lift that shape. And I'm just lining along the lash line now. And we've gone for a MAC pencil in the shade Coffee, because we don't want it to be too cool, but also not too much warmth in it, so that it stays looking kind of like the natural tones that are found in the skin. And this is actually why I always love doing your makeup, because I feel like it's a process, like a collaboration between the two of us.
Yeah, we're always looking at the colors, like what's gonna work with the look. I mean, this look is very cool. It has a lot going on. It's a big jacket and a pants and a print, so it's kind of good to keep it
understated.
Yeah, and just like bring out the features the best we can. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. I do like a line too long and then pat it just to make sure it's not like she's got a line on, you know?
Softens it into the skin.
Yeah, so it looks like, oh, she just has that eye shape.
So that we only use minimal mascara. So I've literally kept the liner so super thin in that inner corner and then slightly thicker in the outer corner and blended it out, which is really what helps to achieve that shape. I'm going to curl lashes now. Really want to make sure that they're super lifted and curled. So I put a little bit of Dior's Pump and Volume mascara on a little disposable mascara wand, which I'm just really working through the root of the lashes, because I almost want to like dye the lashes black rather than coat them in too much thickness.
I love that. I always feel like sometimes I do an eyeliner and I don't even put mascara on because it looks more natural.
Yeah, you can kind of create that depth along the lash line with just a line sometimes.
So pretty. Perfect. I always like the mascara on the bottom lashes, like right in the center, in the middle, because it opens up the eye a bit more. Versus I feel like if you do the whole bottom lash, it gets more of a look, you know, like more sexy going on.
It's more a lash look rather than kind of like a hint of something.
Yeah.
I actually forgot to do this. So before we finish brows, this is a Chantecaille nude eye pencil, which just really helps to brighten the eye. Just putting it in the inner waterline. And actually, when you're doing this, if you use kind of a finger to pull the waterline away from the eye, it means you can kind of apply it without actually scratching the person's eye. Now for brows. So I put a little bit of fixing spray inside my soap brows tin, and I'm just combing that through the brows. I always like to apply this before I apply any kind of coloured product to the brows, because this just helps to hold brows in place, but also create a little bit of kind of hold and definition, so that then when you put the colour on afterwards, you still kind of maintain the hair-like texture of the brows.
What do we do now? Eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yes. I love a good brow.
So I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow, and I'm using the shade Caramel, which is a little bit darker than I normally use on you, Elsa. I just want these brows to be kind of quite sexy and defined. So I'm just starting off by adding a little extra length to the outer corners.
Love that.
And then we're also going to add a little bit of lift here.
Brows is like my obsession. I'm so annoying with brows, but you do them so good.
I just think, especially when you're fair like you kind of really feel like brows can change the look.
Yeah.
And frame the face.
It's so true. Brows, it really frames your whole face. And the way you do them can lift your eye in certain ways. And
yeah, exactly.
So I always like a bit of a, you know, arched brow, personally, on my face.
And I always love to kind of do these little hair-like strokes so that we keep texture in them, and they look.
It literally looks like little hairs.
So I'm using Elsa's favourite lip liner. This is a brand called Prestige, which you can't get in the UK, so I've never heard of. But I'm literally just really lightly sketching this just at the very outer edge of the lip line to create a super full-looking pout. And then once this is on, a really nice little way to soften it is just to go back over the top with a little brush and just kind of buff that into the skin and kind of blend, so it almost doesn't look like a lip liner, so it looks like a little bit of shading. I can see now why it's your favourite. It's so pretty on you. So this is a little pencil brush by Terry, and I'm literally just going to buff that so we get such a natural looking finish and like a softly diffused edge.
Like the colour I wish I had naturally.
Like your lip shade, but better, which is kind of like the lipstick everybody wants. And then to give it a slightly rosy hue, this is the blush that we used on cheeks, and I'm not using a lip brush, I'm literally just going to use a finger just to press this onto the lips, and it kind of acts like a stain then. It's a very, very natural looking hint of colour.
pop there.
A little tiny pop. Almost just like
touch.
the residue of what's on a finger.
What's left, kind of.
Exactly.
I'm glad I don't have a pimple there today to like highlight.
So almost done. This is just the last step because it's always my favourite. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Spotlight Highlighting Wand. And again, just fingers to keep it really natural. I'm just pressing this onto the top of your glorious cheekbones. Oh!
You just made them glorious.
And again, just with a tiny little brush, I'm going to take some of that highlight and pop it there. It's all these little subtle touches of light that make skin look really glowy.
She always puts it here too, no?
Yep.
Which I haven't seen many makeup artists
I love
do.
it here.
Why? It looks really good, but I just don't get it. Like, why?
Well, you know, you see makeup artists highlight down like the whole centre of the nose. It's kind of just my version of that because I feel like it's more flattering if you just have it in these places rather than like down the whole nose.
Sure, it is.
Just an extra touch of powder just in this spot here, and then I'm just going to give a little mist of setting spray. This is the Armani Refreshing Makeup Mist, which is...
Tell me.
So, Benoit just came in and we put the hair down, and this is the final look.
Finished, no makeup.
Do we laugh or do we laugh?
I mean, I love everything on your face.
She basically did what I do, but so much better. And now I'm impressed.